Hello guys, you're welcome back to River FX, the home of trading strategy. This is part 2 of the other video that I told you. Although I'm recording this the same day, but I'm going to be dropping it at different times. Yeah, I'm doing this for a reason. I do not want any of my videos to be way too long. I want to show you how to enter what I call a risk entry. What will be a conservative entry is what we saw in the part 1. So this I'm trying to show you how to know when to enter, just to enter, but know that it will be a risk entry. So just like I showed in the previous video, if you've not watched the previous video, if you've not watched it, please go back and watch the previous video so you can understand what I'm saying, the gems that I'm giving out. So right here we had our crossover. Right here we had our push up, and it's blue in color, and then we start seeing green bars, and all started right at this zone. So for me, like I said, do not use the arrows for entry. Do not use the arrows for entry. Just watch. These arrows are for indications as to where we're heading. So the moment price breaks above here impulsively, as you can see, this candle was impulsive. Now there is no human that can do this, no single individual can do this. This definitely is the sign of institutions, the big banks, the big guns coming into the markets. So I would have bought right at this zone, right at this zone, and rode that trade. Even when it came back for a retest, you would have opened more positions because this was still blue, this was still blue, this was still above, right until this zone. When there was a crossover, you would have exited your trade. Now that is how good this system is. That is how good the system is. If you clearly see these things for what they are, then you would really enjoy trading with this system. So another thing that you might tend to do is to add a 200 moving average. So you only take these buys when price is above the 200 moving averages and avoid the sells. But if that is the case, you might miss big sales like this. So even if you're maintaining this, you can still add a 200 moving average, but use smaller lot or risky percent less for a sell. I hope you understand where I'm going with this. Now I'm going to show you another entry for a sell. Now this did not actually break and retest, but like I said, this is a break and retest strategy. So if you want to maintain the break and retest, please stick with